Rashad, why you
Anyways.
didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.
What's on? Welcome back to another edition, man. My name is Rashad Milligan. This is the road to 10K subs. If you are new to the channel, we are out of town. If you can see, it's a different background. I got the webcam. I didn't bring the camera on the road, but I might have some special surprises for you coming up this week and this weekend, things of that sort. In the meantime, let's get into it, man. A short stream tonight. I'm 2 days behind on uploads of segments of streams, so I'm gonna try to catch up a little bit on that tonight. But in the meantime, we're gonna get into what happened today. All right, so first things first, prayers up to the Georgia base, the base in Georgia that had a tragedy, an active shooter, if you know, incident with casualties that have been reported at Fort Stewart in Georgia. Fort Stewart Hunter Army Airfield said. This is from ABC News. Shout out to ABC News. All right, let's get into it. 5 soldiers injured in the shooting at Fort Stewart in Georgia. Army sergeant in custody. A motive is not clear. This is by Emily Shapiro and Luis Martinez. Shouts out to ABC News once again. Link to the article will be in the description. Hold on. Let me pause this. A U.S. Army sergeant allegedly and wounded 5 other officers at Fort Stewart in Georgia using his personal official said. The shooting happened at 2nd Armored Brigade Combat Team area, and it was reported at 10:56 a.m. And the suspect, automated logistics sergeant Cornelius Radford, had been apprehended at 11:35 a.m., Fort Stewart said. All lockdown measures have been since lifted. Brigade General John Lubis, the 3rd Infantry Division, and Fort Stewart Army Airfield commander said at a news conference. A motive was not clear, Lubis said, but the shooting involved a 28-year-old Radford's co-workers and was at Radford's place of work. So once again, we had the situation at McDonald's in Detroit where the lady was mad at her manager for sending her home all the time. And she came back and she did what she did. Prayers up to that McDonald's manager and her family and her daughters, 6 kids, and everybody else involved with that tragedy. And now we have another situation of a man who allegedly might be tied to some frustrations at his place of work and going and returning his frustration with the tragedy. Something to look at. It looks like people are all around. There's a trend here. Anyways, motive was not clear. 28-year-old Radford's co-workers was at Radford's place of work. He used a personal, but it's not clear why he brought into the workplace. Lubis had it. Lubis praised the brave soldiers who he said immediately intervened and tackled the suspect. He said they, quote unquote, without a doubt, prevented further casualties. Casualties? How many not? See, I seen some that folks passed away, but I didn't know how many for real. That's crazy. All 5 victims are in stable condition, are expected to. What do they mean, no further casualties? Aaron, did someone pass away or not?
I wasn't listening. My bad.
Oh, okay. No. You good. I was just wondering. Hold on, let me see. Georgia Army base. Did anyone pass away? 5 wounded. That's all I see. Just 5 wounded. I don't think anybody did. All 5 victims are in stable condition, are expected to recover, Lubis said. Hospital officials said 2 of the victims were rushed to Memorial Health University Medical Center in Savannah, which is a level 1 trauma center about 40 miles from Fort Stewart. Radford had been interviewed by Army investigators. It is in pretrial confinement, Lubis said. Radford, who is from Jacksonville, Florida, has not previously deployed to combat, Lubis said. He's been arrested locally for a DUI, Lubis said, noting that their arrest was, quote unquote, unknown to his chain of command until the shooting occurred and we started looking into law enforcement databases. Lubis emphasized that although it was still early in the investigation, he said they are not aware of the suspect having any prior behavioral issues or disciplinary issues. Lubis said that he remains, quote unquote, very confident in security of Fort Stewart. Georgia Governor Brian Kemp said all on social media, quote unquote, we are keeping the victims, their families, and all of those who answer to the call in our hearts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers, said Brian Kemp. No further comment. President Donald Trump has been briefed on the outing, according to the White House press secretary. Dan, what's happening? He said, I'm all dressed sharp tonight. What's the occasion? Oh, man, you know, I'm at a conference, man. I'm at a conference. That's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here in Cleveland. Cleveland, this is for you. And but yeah, that's where I'm at, man. What's going on in Dallas? What's happening in Big D? President Donald Trump has been briefed on the outing, according to the White House press secretary Caroline Leavitt. Quote unquote, the Army Criminal Investigation Division is on site to ensure that the perpetrator of this atrocity, which is exactly what it is, will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, Trump told reporters in the Oval Office on Wednesday. The full circumstances surrounding the outing were not immediately clear. Access to combat firearms on the U.S. military personnel on base is highly restricted, with kept stored on the armory on the base. The use is limited to only when soldiers are participating in infield training, and the guns are returned to the armory and the conclusion of that training. Military personnel are allowed to legally have registered personal, but are restrictions on how they can be brought onto a base. Emily's Chang contributed to this report. So yeah, very ironic to see the statements here from
Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother. What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.